Good morning, crafty people, and welcome to my first Halloween project of the year. Yes, it is only August the 13th, but I did have a request for this album, so this is a custom creation. This is using Luisa Diaz's Kitty Scrap Post Wicked collection. It's a digital paper collection that is no longer available. Please do not ask me. I've already contacted Luisa, and I told her I was creating this album and asked her if there was any way for people to get it, because I knew people would ask because it's an amazing collection. And she said, no, please tell them it's not available. So I have it in my stash because I was on her design team, and I will forever, as long as I am crafting, create with this kit every Halloween at least once, if not more. I absolutely love it. I love that it's pink and purple and black and perfect and wonderful. So I just did a lot of layering here on the front. The only real dimensional thing I used was this lock, really cool lock that someone gifted me in a swap, and this pretty pink fabric flower that I had in my stash. So I'm going to try not to be too detailed, or this video will be very, very long. You'll be able to see what I use to create with. This is a design team project for SaCrafters as well as Craft Fantastic. And this is a chipboard piece from SaCrafters. And all my chipboard pieces I just spray painted black and put glitter on them while the paint was wet. This is one of the awesome keys from Craft Fantastic. It actually has a beautiful back piece, and it comes with a little charm loop right here, but I broke that off, and I did put one of the cute little mice in there. And that's the back. This is an 8.5 by 5.5 mini album. The gal who ordered it did see my mini album from last year and asked for one very similar. So I don't create things identical. I just won't do that. I don't like it. It's not creative. And so if you want me to create something for you, I can create something similar with all the same papers and a similar style, but I won't create exactly the same thing again. So I have this piece. It's magnetized. I don't really like it, but I'm going to let my buyer decide because I can easily remove it. No problem. And it closes really nicely without the closure. When you add the closure, it kind of pulls this up, and once you get photos in it, it'll fill up more too. But I just wish I had added several more magnets here, and I would destroy this by trying to take it apart. So it's up to her if she wants to leave it there or she wants me to remove it. So, as you can see, I distressed everything as I did with my other album from last year. And let's go inside. And the funny thing is, I already filmed this once, and I totally forgot all my flips and folds. And I was halfway through the album and was like, oh my gosh. So, the first page, let me tell you before I start. Everything that is fussy cut, okay, I fussy cut once, and I like to leave a little white border. Then I glue it onto heavyweight black cardstock, and I fussy cut it again. So you can imagine there were a number of hours spent fussy cutting once you see everything here. This is a great one of the, like a masquerade witch from the collection. Everything here is from that collection, and there's just a couple of add-ons from one of Luisa's other collections called Spooky Build-A-Kit, and then there's I think 2 things that I added that were not from her at all. This is one of the great scenes, very scary, from the Spooky Build-A-Scene kit. This is a SaCrafters skull. I love that. And then I did not add papers on a lot of the photo mats because the book was going to be really thick, and I was worried about her getting her photos in there. So this, you know, I glossy accented the bottle here. I glossy accented that witch's brew. This opens up, and there's a really cool witch and more bottles, and I just love this paper collection so much. I'm probably going to ooh and ah every time I use it. this is my next page. And I had used this same fence from last year. I got that at Hobby Lobby, just spray painted it. I added a lot of fussy cut pieces from the collection. And when you pull out the tags and photo mats, that's what you get. This great scene in the background. It looks totally like it's a graveyard. Look at this guy right here. Is he not stinking scary cool? Love it. So my book last time had lots of laces and trims at the end of each page, so you will notice that as we go. There's a photo mat here, another photo mat with a gargoyle at the top, and a journaling tag. And there's room for either photo or journaling on the back. I recommend a gel pen, white, silver, purple, pink. Okay, this is where I messed up last time. I forgot that this opens up. Ah! It always happens, doesn't it? It always happens. I need to put paper on here. But that's how it looks, if it's helpful. That's how it looks. The magnet is glued on there. And voila. Okay, so it opens like this. Place for a photo there. There is a cluster of cool stuff that holds this journaling tag in with a, I love that witch lady. She's beautiful. That tucks in there. Then on this side, this, which will have paper on it, folds down. And this opens up like that. And I just super love this paper. So I will add paper to that. Little skeleton guy over here. Pull out photo mat on the back. Tucked into this little pocket. I actually think there's one more boo-boo in here that I'm gonna have to, not really a boo-boo, but an omission I'm gonna have to fix. So this page here is a, this is like a belly band, and it holds this photo mat. It's not adhered at the bottom, that's why it's just a belly band, but it's very tight so that the photo mat can slide in and it won't come all the way through. The Witch's Brew is from Michaels. And for my buyer's information, do not pull the page open with the witches. Pull the page open here to tuck your photo mat back in, or the witches will break. This is a great little Witch's Brew pot from SaCrafters, and I just put this on top. So the Witch's Brew from Michaels and the Witch's Brew pot, it just went perfect. Then down here, I have this great Craft Fantastic piece, and it's actually a charm. It comes with a little loop right here, but I cut that off, and I added these really cool charms from Craft Fantastic, little Halloween skeletons. And let me back up just for a second. I did forget to mention here the great owl from Craft Fantastic, and a super cute little image in his tummy. Yeah, this album has so much. I really feel overwhelmed with sharing it because there's just so much to show you. This is another image from the Spooky Build-A-Scene kit, and place for photos. So as I said, best to pull it out from there and tuck it in like that. So our next page is probably close to my favorite page. Everything, like I said, is from the collection. The sentiment here, I've got a great SaCrafters spider. I think this is a chipboard one. I think she has them in wood as well. This opens up gatefold. Really cool on the inside there. And then this opens up. And there's a witch here and a witch here for the witch's welcome page. So then you've got two tags. One has a witch's broom and one has a witch's hat. Those tuck in there, and then this opens. Oh my gosh, I have to back up again, guys. I feel like such a moron. This actually opens up. Oh, we already did that. Oh, craziness. This opens up. There we go. Opens up like this, and then up here we have a pull-out tag. It says, "You say a witch. I'm a witch," like it's a bad thing. And then a photo can go here, and then this is just left plain, except it's got super amazing images on it. Might recommend you put your photo right here so you can still see the witch in the chair with the mouse. I love it. Okay, now we can move on. This page here has got something else. I told you there's two things that are not from Louise's digitals, and this is something I purchased on Etsy, and I needed to make some little spell books last year for a project, and this is one of those. So here we have a pull-out mat, and this has both SaCrafters and Craft Fantastic on it. So the chipboard piece is from SaCrafters. It's obviously a headstone. I did put the witch's broom inside the frame from Craft Fantastic. And I did that because we have a witch right here. So that tucks back in there. And then this opens up. And you got your bats flying. And then down here you got some little books and a pull-out tag. In the center gusset of each page, I have a dark purple trim and then this light lavender and pink trim down the center. So this page is from the Spooky Build-A-Scene kit, and it's a great haunted house. My photo mat also has another haunted house from the Spooky Build-A-Scene kit and the photo mat booklet. I've also got another photo my mind is escaping me today. Photo mat. That tucks behind there. I wanted the moon to look like it was like showing over the house. And then this photo mat with this gray element. And I did use a Craft Fantastic glass piece over the clock to make it just look very realistic. I will link both stores in the description box down below for Craft Fantastic as well as SaCrafters. And this, I believe, opens. Yes. So this opens up like that. There is a pull-out journaling tag right there. This is from Louise's kits. Everything's from Louise's kits except this is another item that is not from Louise's kit, and it is from the same thing. I bought these on Etsy so that I could make some little spell books last year, and she could put photos on that. It tucks in there. This opens up. I will show you real quick that the photo can slide behind the witch if necessary. And then that opens up for more photos. This page here is very plain. Like I said, the book started getting super full, but the photo can go in here. So, you know, depending on how large your photo is, I mean, you could put a good size photo on this page. And then this page, we're getting a little crazy again. This is a super awesome SaCrafters chipboard spider web, and I had to put a spider on it. There's a mouse here at the bottom. and this photo mat with a little bird at the top. And I did that. I'll show you in a second. Another photo mat. I did the little bird at the top because it looks like the bird is caught in the web as well, but it's not. Then this opens up like this. I'll show you right here. This is one of my very favorite images, and it just holds this little journaling tag, and then the photo can go here. And then up at the top, I made a belly band. I used these great elements from the Spooky Build-A-Scene kit. Comes out like that. And then you've got that great image again from the front of the album, and that tucks back in there. So there is a ton of room in this album. Here's where I told you I was probably going to have another issue, and I do, because I totally forgot to make a photo mats to tuck in here. So I'm going to take this one from over here and show you that this is another belly band pocket, and I will make another photo mat booklet to go in there. I really love this. This is from Michaels again. More images from the collection. The bottles are glossy accented. And then I have this super amazing pocket watch image from, or pocket watch from Craft Fantastic. Is that not gorgeous? And guys, you could use this for shabby chic. You could use it for anything, but it works beautifully in this album. And there was a clock from the collection I could just punch out and use right there. This is our last page, and this is another gatefold page. It opens, oh, gonna have to fix that. It opens like this. This is a great chandelier image. I used another one of the bats from SaCrafters. This opens up like this. Let's turn you like this. And this opens up. So room for 3 photos there. And then we've got back behind in a pocket, we have this super pretty photo mat, either journaling or another photo on the back. And then we have this cute little tag and another one of the clocks. And I added a glass piece from Craft Fantastic. They have a large variety of sizes of the circle glass pieces, rectangular, squares, whatever you need. But this one fit perfectly. So I love it. I love it. All right. That is it. Thank you for sharing my mistakes with me too. I appreciate that. But I will get those fixed up for my buyer. No problem. And then for my buyer specifically, let me know if you want me to remove this piece. I'm not happy with it. I'll leave it on. You can cut it off once you get it if you don't like it. So it's up to you. All right. Thanks for watching. And thank you so much for sharing my first Halloween mini album. I'm super stoked and ready to go and do some more. I'm actually going to head to Michael's today and see what they've got for Halloween. And I did just buy a D-stash of some older Halloween Michael's stuff and have plans for that too. All right. Happy scrappy day. Bye. Hey guys, I wanted to come back and show you real quick. I did fix this piece that didn't have anything on it, and that's what I did with it. So I covered both sides, so now that is done. Then back here, I had thought just a photo would get tucked in under here, but as I was showing the album, I decided I needed a photo mat there. So there's a photo mat, little lantern, room for another photo on the back. And Also, back here, I had not made a photo booklet for this pocket, and I wanted to show you I used that really cool scary Mr. Skeleton. And so now there is a photo booklet for that belly band. All right, just wanted to show you so that my buyer could see that it's all ready to go now. Thanks.